Hey guys, I watched the video that Chris Propfe made this morning, the thread that he started asking to show your bootlegs and unofficial releases, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I didn't think I had as many as I did, or as I do. I remember buying all of these, but I guess I just forgot I had them, or I forgot that they were boots or unofficial releases, so let's get into it. I'll start with my 7 inches and then we'll move on to the full lengths. So right off the bat, we've got a kick-ass Canadian punk rock band, SNFU. This is just some live cuts from '86, apparently from the back here. We got She Is Not on the Menu, Strip Search, and Real Men Don't Watch Quincy. I'm pretty sure Cannibal Cafe is on here too, but just unlisted. But yeah, so just a very plain kind of bootleg 7 inch. Next up, we've got this really cool 7 inch by Smashing Pumpkins, Trick or Treat. It's basically just a compilation of 3 early single songs that I don't know if they've been released again afterwards or not. Maybe on some B-side compilations or so. But yeah, I've had this for a very long time. It comes on this really cool black vinyl, but it's got a kind of a cool custom Pumpkins label here. So yeah, that's the next one. Moving through these pretty quick. Next, we've got this is a bootleg. Like, obviously, but I mean, this is a straight up reproduction counterfeit of the first Bad Brain 7 inch, Pay to Come. So Pay to Come on side A and then Stay Close to Me on side B. I think this comes with an insert or something. Just plain black vinyl, no labels. Yeah, oh no, it's got, actually, yeah, it has a little lyric sheet on an 8.5 by 11 page. That's kind of cool. Or I guess it's not 8.5 by 11, or 8.5 by 6. Next up, we've got another counterfeit reproduction of a early 7 inch, this time by Big Boys, Texas hardcore band. This one here has some kind of little sticker with the credits on it, and just plain black vinyl, no labels. Following the trend of Texas hardcore bands, we've got another counterfeit pressing of the 7 inch by this time by the Dicks. So this is Dicks Hate the Police with Lifetime Problems and All Night Fever on side 2. Love the Dicks, fantastic legendary band. Kill from the Heart, one of the greatest hardcore records in my opinion. Hunt it down if you don't have it yet. This has a nice little fake reproduction label. Yeah, moving on. Next, we've got this. This is a Fear 7 inch that I showed the other day. I was telling you it was Translucent Grain. It's a compilation of their first 2 7 inches. So, I Love Living in the City with Now You're Dead and Fuck Christmas and the censored version on the other side. So I'll show you the vinyl because it's actually pretty cool, and it does have some pretty cool custom labels. This is the interview I was telling you about the other day, the interview with Lee Ving. And I was saying I always found it really cool when bootleg labels or counterfeit labels put so much time and effort into their releases. You know, it's almost like, or actually it is, like they're doing it because they love the music themselves, because otherwise why would you? I guess they make a buck, right? Who am I kidding? So now we've got, let's see here, this is the side with Fuck Christmas, and this is the side with the censored Fuck Christmas with Santa Claus all beaten up. And you can't really see it, but this is a nice green vinyl. So moving on down the list. All right, this is my last 7 inch I'll show. This is a Nirvana 7 inch that I've had for quite a while. This is the Triple Platinum EP. It's got Not What It Means and She Said and Make It Big. The 3 titles that never went anywhere. These are just demos for some songs off of Nevermind. I haven't listened to this in years and years. I don't remember which ones they are, but they are just from the Nevermind sessions. I don't know if Dave Grohl plays drums on them. I think it's probably Dale Crover, but I'm not sure. Next up, so to start off the 12 inches, we're going to stick with the same Nirvana theme. This is one of my favorite bootlegs, actually. This is Saturday Night Not So Live. What's really cool about this is the B-side. The A-side's not too hot. Basically all it is, it's just ripped the Saturday Night Live performances that they did onto vinyl. But the B-side, you've got a bunch of really cool demos and unreleased stuff, like including Exorcist, the original mix of Pennyroyal Tea that was pulled after Kurt passed away, I Hate Myself and Want to Die, verse, chorus, verse. Just really cool stuff that you can't really get anywhere else unless you buy other bootlegs. This is actually cool. This is on red vinyl. It's got that typical not for sale, promo use only, loophole labeling on the label itself. So yeah, Nirvana, Saturday Night Not So Live. Next up, we'll show a record that I showed a few days ago. This is the Metal Up Your Ass, Metallica. This is what I was showing. No Life to Leather, tracks 1 to 7, and then the original Hit the Lights that was on the first Metal Massacre comp. Had this for a super long time. It's got really nice, I'll show you them again, really nice reproduction music for label, Music for Nation labels. So like this, time was put into this. Next up, we've got really cool Dead Kennedys bootleg actually. This is What Shall I Wear Tonight? The 1978 demos. So this would be the demos with, of course, Jello Biafra, Klaus Flouride on bass, East Bay Ray on guitar, and I think Ted on drums, because he was their first drummer, so he would have played on here. And I think 6025, the mysterious guitar player that played with them for a few months, is here too. This does come with D and K, so it's just black vinyl, but it does have this cool insert with lyrics. And there is a little bit of incorrect information on here, though. It mentions how 6025 was recruited as drummer. I think he could play drums, but he never played drums with the Dead Kennedys. He only ever played guitar. This is really notably cool because it's got some songs that never made it anywhere else. So just quickly, we've got Kidnap, Dreadlocks of the Suburbs, Mutations of Today, and Cold Fish. So those 4 tracks, you can't get them anywhere else. I mean, demos, I suppose, or if you're lucky to have an original demo tape or something, but in terms of full-length official releases, you can't get those tracks. So if anything, it's cool to have them for those. Next up is a record that actually I think was put out for Record Store Day a few years ago after almost 30 years of being bootlegged, and that's The Wipers, the complete rarities from 78 to 90. This is excellent stuff. It's full of music. There's 19 songs in all, almost an hour of music. Almost an hour of music. Really good stuff. If you're fans of the Wipers and Greg Sage and the Wipers, the 2 first Wipers are my favorite. Probably Youth of Today, their second is my favorite. But this stuff collects music from the entire period. Most of it's live. Stuff from comps, B-sides, and some early 7-inches. So very cool. If you like buying bootlegs, you can get this officially now. You might pay a little bit for it because I think it was a Record Store Day exclusive. But anyway, Wipers rule. Next up is a record I showed the other day, but I'll show you again. This is just a boot of a counterfeit copy of Famous Monsters by the Misfits. That was put out in between the original press and the reissue that came out a couple of years ago. This has some cool custom labels. Jerry Only on bass here on one side, and then we've got, I guess Jerry Only again, but the back view of them. So yeah, Famous Monsters by the Misfits. The last record I'll show, this has been a quick video, but just figured I'd blast through these, is G.G. Allin, You Hate Me and I Hate You. This is a compilation of early singles, early 7-inches, everything's from either from 1980 to 85, so it's not as crazy and wacko as he became. It's still pretty offensive, but it's pretty poppy and easy to groove to. So if you've always wondered about G.G. Allin, or if you've been curious, like this is really good stuff. You can find all this on YouTube, I'm sure, but if ever you run across this in the wild, pick it up. Just regular black vinyl, white labels, plain white labels, nothing special. Yeah, so those are all my bootlegs and unofficial releases. I'll show you what I was listening to while I was making the video. I don't have much to say about it because it's the first record by the band that I've ever gotten. I've been meaning for years to pick up their stuff. I just never had the chance, I guess. This is More Songs About Buildings and Food by Talking Heads. I've been looking for a copy of 77 for years, but never really found one that was in my price range or that I could get at the time. So this one came up the other day for cheap from a guy I know and picked it up, and I love it. Especially what's it called? Girls Want to Be With the Girls. That's probably my favorite track so far. So anyway, that was it. Be well, have fun, be in peace. Talk to you later.